Hey, how's it going today? My name's Ed, and today I'm going to talk about the importance of having a retirement adventure plan. So I retired 5 years ago at the age of 55. Of course, that makes me 60 years old now. And I have to say, the last 5 years of my life have been by far the best years of my life. It almost feels like I'm a college student and I'm on summer break. And I'm finally getting to do all those fun things I've been thinking about during the school year. Going for hikes, some trips, uh, going out with friends, going to the beach, having a campfire. Now the difference is now that I'm retired, I can keep doing those fun things. I don't have to stop. I don't have to go back to school. I don't have to go back to work. It's a pretty darn cool feeling, really cool feeling, in fact. Now, leading up to retirement, I will say I had some significant fears. Right? Fears of being lonely and isolated, not having enough friends, um, not having a sense of purpose. Probably a big one was being bored out of my skull. But there were some significant fears. Uh, Now, fortunately, I picked a retirement date 2 years in advance. That was a big advantage. That gave me opportunity to plan. I put together a retirement adventure plan. And so this plan has nothing to do with finances. I think people spend way too much time and attention, focus on the money part when really it's been proven that the biggest factor on whether or not you're going to be happy in retirement is your social network, the friends that you have. That's really the critical part. So why this plan matters so much. There were some days where I would get out of bed like 8 or 8:30 in the morning, and I'd sit there and thinking, what am I going to do today? I have nothing planned for the entire day. And I get this panic feeling, kind of bummed out and think, I knew it. All my fears are going to come true. I knew it. There, check this out. There were days I would actually think, wouldn't it be nice if I could just get up, sit at my desk, and write a report like I used to do when I was working? Like, seriously, all these things I wanted to do for years and never had enough time. And now I'm fantasizing about typing a report. So, yeah. So there are three categories of this retirement adventure plan. The first category is things that I've enjoyed in the past. Right? I know they bring me joy. The second is things that I want to do in the future in retirement, my bucket list. Now, it doesn't have to be the big bucket list. It could be little bucket list things too, right? And then finally, things that will make me physically fit. You will find if you were to talk to retirees, somebody who's been retired for say 5 or more years, being physically fit is critical for having to being able to do everything you want to do in retirement. So definitely want a list for that. Okay, so how do you make this list? You want to make this list again before you retire, right? When you're feeling good, ideas come to your mind, vacations, you're watching a documentary, you're out with friends, people telling you fun things they've done. That's when you want to make this list. I'm going to share a story with you how I got one of the items on my list. I was out hiking, doing these group hikes, and I was kind of eavesdropping. These two retirees were walking in front of me, and I was listening in their conversation. And they were talking about something called SF Guides. And it turns out what it is it stands for San Francisco Guides. And there are 30 free 2 hour guided walking tours in San Francisco. All the different areas like Japantown, Chinatown, Haight-Ashbury District, Barbary Coast, the Salesforce Tower area. Uh, 30 different walking tours, totally free. Like that's definitely going on my list. That's something I want to do, right? So here's how I use this list. The story was that kind of similar to what I described earlier. I woke up out of bed, 8 or 8:30 in the morning, sat up, thought, I have nothing planned. I started getting that panic feeling inside. Oh my God, those fears, all my fears are coming true. And then I remembered, wait, I have the retirement adventure plan. And I pulled it out. I looked at it and I looked, oh, SF Guides. Yes. And then I looked some more. I'm like, ooh, ride in a driverless car. Wow. And I thought, I'm like, how can I put this together, make a whole day out of this? So I went online, checked it out. That day, there was a walking tour of the Haight-Ashbury district in San Francisco. So I booked it and I packed a lunch, got a little backpack. I drove to San Francisco. I parked in the Marina Green, which is, believe it or not, there's actually some free parking in San Francisco. I walked 3 miles to the Haight-Ashbury district. I sat on the library steps, had my lunch, and that's where the tour started, right in the Haight-Ashbury district. And, people started showing up. The guides showed up, and went ahead and took the tour. Saw Janis Joplin's where she lived, um, the Grateful Dead where they lived, and actually played a lot of their gigs. Uh, the guide even had a boombox with him, and he was playing Janis Joplin music as he was talking about Janis Joplin. And we're standing right in front of her house. It felt like I was flashed back to the '60s, like I was really there back in that time frame. Uh, even met some cool people. This one guy, he just got back from Burning Man, which is a event out in the middle of the Nevada desert. He took an Uber ride out to the desert, stayed there in his tent for 5 nights, and then caught an Uber back home. And this is the very next day. He's out doing a tour of the Haight-Ashbury district in San Francisco. Yeah, pretty remarkable story. So after the tour, I downloaded the Waymo app on my phone, and I requested that it's like Uber, except it's Waymo. And this driverless car came, picked me up. I hopped in, and it's a weird feeling. Let me tell you, there's nobody in the driver's seat. Drove me back to my car. Um, yeah, talk about putting faith in technology, huh? Yeah, it was a cool day. It was a great day. In fact, I'm just so grateful that I put together this retirement adventure plan. Those items were on there. So anyhow, the book that I used to get this idea is called How to Retire Happy, Wild, and Free. And he actually includes 200 of activities of his own that he wrote down in the book, which is great for kind of cueing your memory, giving you some ideas. I'll just give you some of the things that he's put. Go online, identify 5 new jokes you want to learn. Go on YouTube and learn how to teach your dog a new trick. Go out and hit some golf balls at the driving range. Uh, Learn how to cook a new meal. Hop in your car and drive 50 miles away and have lunch at a cafe you've never been to before. And how about call an old friend or a coworker? So before I retired, I felt like I had no time to do all these fun things. And there I was, getting out of bed in the morning and thinking, actually, thinking how nice it would be to be able to sit at my desk writing a report. I mean, seriously, thank God I had this retirement adventure plan to the rescue. My name is Ed Ross, and if you like this video, could you please click on the like and subscribe button? And I look forward to seeing you again on the next episode of Thriving in Retirement.